Hi everybody, in this video I'm going to be introducing the StepTracker problem, basically giving a very brief explanation of what the problem is and maybe some resources that you should look at before you do the problem if you really don't know where to start. So this is one of our AP free response questions called the StepTracker. It's making a Fitbit, or something to keep track of how many steps you're taking. So the step tracker is asking you to make a step tracker class, and it says it provides a constructor in the following methods: add daily steps, which accumulates information about steps in readings taken once per day; active days, which returns the number of active days; and average steps, which returns the average number of steps per day calculated by dividing the total number of steps taken by the number of days tracked. So if you look at the example here, it kind of explains a fair amount. So the first thing you do is you make a new step tracker object. So in this problem, we're making that new step tracker object, and 10,000 is going to symbolize that with this step tracker you need at least 10,000 steps to be considered active, or to be considered having an active day. If it's anything less than that, then it is not an active day. So that's taken from this parameter. And so if we go down to some of these other things, okay, so far there are no active days and there's no average steps, because if no data has been put in, we'll just put our average as 0.0. So day 1 is this method in which I take 9,000 steps. So what's going to happen is it's going to accumulate this into our step tracker, and also keep in mind that this is not considered an active day because I did not take enough steps. You need 10,000 steps for an active day. 9,000 is not enough. The next day happens and I did 5,000 steps that day, which is what this method call is. Again, this is not considered an active day because 10,000 needs to be reached for it to be an active day. But it will once again accumulate or do something with the 5,000. So far I have no active days, and if I look at the average number of steps per day, it'll just do 9,000 plus 5,000 divided by 2, and it returns 7,000. So far my average is 7,000 steps per day. Now I'm going to work a little harder. So this day I took 13,000 steps, so that's considered an active day. As you can see, now if I have the active days call, it's going to return 1 because we have an active day. And now, if I calculate the average number of steps, I'll do 9,000 plus 5,000 plus 13,000 divided by 3, which will give us 9,000. And that's pretty much how the problem works. There's some other examples down here which are very similar in nature. So we have to write the step tracker class. Now, to introduce this problem, let's keep in mind that we need to write a class with 4 things. We need a constructor, add daily steps, active days, and average steps. So these 3 methods plus 1 constructor. If you're not sure what to do, if you go to here, basically the step tracker problem, and under the strategy hints and coding reminders, it says see this document as a guideline. So you would just click on that, and when you do click on it, you end up pulling up an example of this is really what shows. First, a class that's obviously wrong and that you would have to debug, and then the answer to it, which is a sample class. So when you are doing this problem, keep in mind, how do you make a constructor? How do you make a mutator method? And how do you make an accessor method? Those things are very important in terms of this problem, because I will guarantee you that you do need all three of those things. That's pretty much it for the intro. For more hints and or solutions to this problem, see the other videos. Thank you.